And welcome back to the channel. So guys, we were talking about the docu-series Beauty and the Beast, which was released surrounding this whole case of Thabo Besta and Unandi Magudumane. I watched the docu-series, and just to sum it all up, there wasn't anything new that we didn't already know about the case. I felt like they just put together a bunch of clips and interviewed people who were gonna say the exact same things that were already published. So there was nothing new that the docu series revealed. But I want to talk about Pearl Thusi. So Pearl Thusi revealed that she also. First of all, Pearl Thusi was in the docu-series, so she talked about her experience when she first had an encounter with Thabo Besta, a very terrifying knife encounter with Thabo Besta. So in the docu-series, actress and TV personality Pearl Thusi, she recalled a chilling encounter with the convicted criminal Thabo Besta, which took place in 2011. So according to her, the encounter began under the disguise of a professional opportunity. So as you guys do know that one way that Thabo Besta would lure his victim is by promising them these big television deals, telling them that they're going to be famous stars. So he did the exact same thing with Pearl Thusi. He contacted her via Facebook and offered her a hosting gig. So the hosting gig was supposed to have this lucrative amount of salary, and it looked legit according to her. So Paul Thusi then agreed to meet up with Thabo Besta in Johannesburg. So as they were both in a car together, Paul Thusi soon realized Thabo Besta had drew his knife at her. Now this is where things kind of gets a little bit confusing for me, because according to Paul Thusi, then, as she saw as that Thabo was drawing a knife, like he was already holding a knife in his hand, she then turned on her Christianity ways. According to her, like her religion instinct immediately took off, because according to her, she did not scream, she did not panic, she rather tried to calm down Thabo Besta. She rather tried to save him, to a point whereby Thabo even apologized to her at some point using her religious tactics. She was like, she's gonna take him to her pastor and they're gonna pray together. And Thabo even confessed to Peltus and said that he's sorry, he did not mean to, he does not know what got into him. And apparently Thabo Besta agreed to Peltus's request to take him to her pastor, and that is where they have a praying session together. So she concluded by saying that when she saw a police van, she suggested that Thabo Besta be taken away, and that is the last time she saw him. Mind you, I'm like, guys, a person kidnaps you and pulls out a knife, and you are like, let's pray about it. Let's pray together. Let me take you to my pastor, and then we're gonna pray. Even the pastor, the minute you arrive to that pastor, and then you tell him, this guy drew a knife, pulled out a knife, and you told that pastor that the best encounter is for them to have a prayer session. Like it didn't seem real. Now people are accusing Paul Tusi of lying about this whole entire situation, that people are saying that she's trying to use this whole thing with Thabo Besta and this whole media surrounding the case with Unandi Bagudumani. The people are saying that she's trying to use her encounter with Thabo Besta as some way of gaining clout, because she's saying that this thing is getting like worldwide attention. Me personally, I do believe that she did have an encounter with Thabo Besta, Paul Tusi. I feel like Paul Tusi met up with Thabo Besta, as she says, and he offered her this lucrative deal. However, the ending, I don't feel like it is exactly how she says it. I don't know, it just seems a little bit odd to me that someone would pull out a knife and my first instinct would be like, let's pray about it. And then she managed to convince him to go to her pastor. You guys, no. Mind you, this man has killed before. So it's either, to me it was either she's lying, or she edited the story. Like she left out some very, very important parts of the story. But anyways guys, comment down below what you guys think of this in the comments, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.